People these days do not talk about anything with each other. And the reason why I say that is because when we usually socialize, when we talk with people, we talk about the most mundane things in real life. We just ask them, how's the weather today? Did you see this movie? Did you see that movie? Oh my god, did this celebrity do this? And all of this stuff. And that's great and all. I have nothing against it. It's just that for me personally, it just seems a little too mundane. It's like we have these asked people these exact same questions millions of times before. We have talked about this stuff hundreds and thousands of times before. Like, we talk about these mundane things, we talk about these things that do not matter. It's like we are talking about nothing at all. It's like we are just using people as a way to entertain ourselves because we are bored, we are lonely, we are depressed, we are anxious, and we run towards other people, we run towards friends, not because we care about them, but because we just only see them as a vehicle that would drive us towards entertainment. And that's sad because like relationships used to mean something. At least where I am from, hundreds of years ago, relationships used to mean something. We didn't run towards relationships because we used them as a tool for entertainment, but rather it's because we wanted to express something. It's because we wanted to share something with people. And yeah, like, I get it. Like, all throughout time there have been people who've been using relationships, who've been using friends, lovers, and family as tools of entertainment, tools of stuff like that. However, I think in this day and age, it's significantly more worse because I don't know why actually. I don't know why it's just ease first. I think it's more of the fact that we are so used to running away from our own shit, from our own problems, that even when we are with friends, when we are with our family, we just run away. With them, we use them as tools to run away. And that's why I say that we talk a lot with other people, but even though we talk a lot, we still do jack shit. We talk about nothing. We talk about nothing of importance. Nothing that would really matter to us when we, in like 100 years, not in 100 years, but in like 10, 20 years down the road. Like, I think everyone here has, like I think it was very different when we were children. When we were children, we would talk about a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of the things we talk about when we were children mattered to us, because when we were children, we weren't afraid, we weren't really depressed or anything like that. Like, at least most of us weren't. It's just that we were happy and we just wanted to share that experience with other people. Like, I assume most of us has had at least one experience which we could remember. When we were like children, we were just hanging out with friends doing something completely mundane. But for whatever reason, 10, 20 years later, we still remember that. And we still smile when we remember that. Like, I remember some memories of me and my friends just hanging out at school. It's a very mundane thing, but for whatever reason, it mattered to me. And I still remember it to this day. It's because at that time we were talking about something important, but At that time, I never even thought we were talking about something important. I was just expressing myself at that time. I wasn't trying to run away with my friends. I just was just being. And then 10, 20 years later, I remember that it was something that mattered to me. I think what matters to us is, I think, yeah, what I think that matters to us is not the content that we talk about, but rather how we are talking about these things. In other words, how we are expressing them. What I mean by that is, let's say that you are talking with people, but the only reason you're talking with people is because you're bored. Then what that means is that you're using people as a way to escape from that boredom. However, on the other hand, if you're happy and you're talking with people because you want to express that happiness, then I'd like to believe that that experience of that that situation where you talk with people to express something, express happiness, would, would be far more valuable to you in 10, 20 years down the road than that experience of only talking with people when you're bored. I think that's what matters. I think that's what's important. I think that's what's important to people if they want to talk about something rather than nothing at all. Because to talk about something of value, you have to give something back of equal value. It's the law of equivalent exchange, if you will. So, how can you talk about something if you are only using people as a tool to run away from boredom, anxiety, fear? And I think we all are guilty of it to a certain extent. Like, I certainly am. No one's perfect after all. However, if we were to change that, if we were to only talk with people if in the instant that we want to express something, so that they can share the experience with us rather than us using them for our experience, then we are then providing something of value to them. Hence, the conversation would not be something that's nothing, basically. It would be something that's important. You know what's sad? There are people who've known each other for many years now. Like, they're very good friends, but if one of them were to die, the other person would not cry at their funeral. Not because they are a bad person, but it's because they don't know each other properly. And that's just the truth of the matter. They don't know each other properly. They just know, let's say they know information about the other person. They know that this person likes this and that and blah 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 blah. But they haven't, in a sense, truly experienced what the other person is like. Okay, that sounds weirdly sexual, but what I mean is that they haven't shared experiences with that other person. They have only shared information. They have only used that other person as a tool for self-satisfaction. They haven't used them as a, it's not they haven't used him, it's that they haven't seen them as a friend where they have actually shared experiences with them. I think that's why, they don't cry. It's because they don't know them. I think a lot of people say that they're friends when in reality they don't know each other at all. They might say they do, but do they really? That's my main question. That's my main concern. It's a bit of a depressing video, this is like a very depressing video, I understand that. However, I think it's a valid question to ask. So yeah, that's the end of the video, and I hope you learned something. Goodbye.